Cardinals taking a trip to San Francisco. You got a total of 45 points. You want to go over or under that, Fowler?
Dang it. I can't wait for the last question lead in, but I'm going to go over. Kyler Murray is banged up, and this is why, right? This is a reaction. We talk about like how markets react to these things, and it's not it's a quarterback. It's Kyler Murray. It's one of the best in the NFL. But at 45, I think this is too low. Like if he's out, if he's banged up, then yeah, of course you're going to lean towards this. But this is two NFL teams, and the Cardinals, all but two games, guys, they've scored over 30 points. The last Thursday against the Green Bay Packers, they did not look well. The Packers put a lot of pressure on Kyler. So if the Niners can do that, which they're okay this season doing applying pressure to opposing quarterbacks, then yeah. But at the same time, I think all the trends that do point to the under, I'm going to buck those trends and look at the over here. And I think Kyler's going to be fine.
All right, Jeffrey, how about you, dude? Over or under?
It's a tough one to read for sure. I'm actually going to lean under here. I see a very similar game playing out to what Arizona played last week against Green Bay. This is a team who's really banged up. We saw when Kyler Murray was banged up and he didn't have his mobility last year, he was just a different player. I think San Francisco is going to come in here, dominate on the ground with Elijah Mitchell. I think they're going to take the arrow to the ball in this game, much like Green Bay did last week. We saw the formula for beating the Cardinals last week. I mean, the Packers, I know that things got crazy at the end of that game, but like the Packers should have won that by 2 scores. I mean, there is a formula out there, and Arizona, they're not healthy. Like even with the extended rest, Hopkins banged up, Murray banged up. How are they? This explosive offense, I just don't think is going to be there. San Francisco has some momentum. They found their lead back. I think they're going to run the ball a lot. And I know this game total sounds small for an offense that's been explosive like Arizona, but I just do not trust that the points are going to be there. So I'm going to lean under.
Pierce, can't forget you here, man. What do you think? Cardinals in San Francisco.
Yeah, this is going to go over. The points have been there all season, and Kyler Murray hasn't been that mobile. I understand that these guys are banged up, but if they're able to suit up, then they're able to play. If they weren't able of catching the passes and running downfield and scoring touchdowns, they wouldn't be out there. They'll be able to score against this team, as Reid mentioned already, 30 points in 5 games. And the 2 times they missed, yeah, they had a bad game against the Packers. They missed against San Francisco, which might be some bit of a concern, but they played well in that game. In the second half, it was just a couple 3-and-outs, and then San Francisco just controlled the ball. So the bigger problem, the biggest reason why they didn't score points was because Arizona's defense let them down, which is welcome. We hope that the Arizona defense, if we're playing the over here, lets them down again and allows San Francisco to score points. That's the only concern I have is San Francisco going to be able to score against Arizona? Arizona's defense has had good games and they've had bad games. It just depends who's going to show up. I really don't doubt this Cardinals offense whatsoever.